You'll have an opportunity to get to know each other here today, and then we'll kind of go through as well some of the agenda and kind of what you can expect. Always open to feedback. So if you like, I think it would work better this way, please tell me. Always open to feedback. I want this to be a successful event for all of us. This is not, I just want to preface this by telling you, this is not a money-making event for me. I don't make loads of cash off of doing these events. I do them because, one, I get to meet new people. I've met so many amazing new friends. And two, I love being a part of your story when you meet somebody here that you're like, we connected, we're collaborating, we're doing business together. I love it. I love, love, love that. So that's why I do these events. And it also helps satisfy the natural teacher in me because I love to teach. And I have been trying really hard not to do free workshops anymore. So now I do summits instead. So instead of doing free workshops all the time like I was doing, I converted that in doing these like every few months. And this summit came about particularly because Laura, who's on this call, was like, I really want to do a summit specifically for coaches. And I'm like, let's fucking do it, right? So we decided what we wanted that to look like, and so that's kind of what we're doing. So what I would love to do is just go around the room. If you would love to share a little bit about who you are, where you're from, if you want to talk a little bit about your topic, so people can get an idea of what you are planning to speak about. So I'm super excited. We have our keynote speaker, Chris, here, Laura's here, and Olivia is here. And myself will be the keynote speakers, and then everybody else will be a panelist. So Chris, I'm going to start with you first as one of our keynote speakers. If you would love to introduce yourself.
Sure, I'd love to. First of all, great to be here. Great to see everyone. Happy New Year to you. How long is it okay to say Happy New Year? At what point does it become annoying? Are we at that point yet, or do we have like another 7 days?
I still say it. I still say it. It's okay.
I still have a Christmas tree up in the corner. It's hilarious. I'm like, I should probably take that thing down. Anyway, so yes, I basically teach coaches, consultants, and service providers how to position, package, and sell high-ticket programs. So that is what we are known for. People come to us with programs usually that they're selling for 3 to 5K. We teach them how to reposition those, repackage those, and how to sell those for 15, 20, 25,000, 50,000. We have clients selling over 100,000. So that's our brand, that's our niche. I've been doing this since 2008. So not my first trip to the rodeo. I've been doing it for a long time. I'm originally from upstate New York, so where it's very, very cold. And I have recently, in the last 3 years, relocated down into South Florida. So it's something I said I would never do. I'm going to go live in Florida when I'm 54 years old, and I'm like living in a gated community in South Florida. So anyway, I'm looking forward to this. My topic is basically going to be on how do you sell coaching? Because it's very different to sell coaching. When you're selling transformation, one of the things that happens is ego, which is your current sense of self, will resist change. So one of the things that we're running into is when you're selling transformation, people's ego, well, it's very conditioned to resist that transformation, right? The ego is attached to the way you currently are. It doesn't want the shift. It wants to stay in the familiar, so on and so forth. So one of the things that happens is you end up with, price objection. Let me talk to my partner. Let me talk to my spouse. Let me think about it, so on and so forth. So I'm going to do a session on how to actually do enrollment and actually bypass a person's ego. It's very unique to coaching. It's not something that I've never seen anybody else in the industry teach it, if I can toot my own horn. And I'm looking forward to sharing it because it's transformational material. It'll be really, really good if the people that are watching implement the teaching. So looking forward to it and looking forward to hearing what all y'all have to share as well.
Thank you. Chris and I met way back in the Unstoppable Entrepreneur days. We were in the same program, and I was able to connect with him and learn more about him, and knew he was, and I'd been on some of his workshops and heard his masterful talks, and I still use the Think method. I still absolutely love the Think method, and it really helps ground me. So thank you for that. That stuck with me. So thank you,
Yeah,
Chris.
well, you're welcome. We've been fortunate. We built a multi seven-figure brand, and we're
Mhm.
just getting started. So it's good. It's good stuff.
Love it.
Looking forward.
Love it. Love it. All right, I'm going to move to Miss Laura, who is another one of our keynotes. If you want to introduce yourself, ma'am.
Hi, everybody. I am Laura Hulleman. I am the creator of the Endotype Formula, which is a personality profiling assessment, which we have then created Endotype Branding, a brand system for small business owners where we're not guessing, projecting, or trying to figure out that niche. We're basing the brand on who they are instead of trying to box them into who they think they should be. I live in Wisconsin, where we just got 10 inches of snow, and tomorrow we're looking to get another 10 inches of snow. So that's fun. I'm staying home. And I live in a treehouse with my 2 teen sons.
Fantastic. Miss Olivia, I'm going to have you introduce yourself next.
Good morning. I'm Olivia Norton, and my business is called A Really Big Life. I do business consulting and endotype branding. So I've been trained by Laura to really focus on branding as a foundation and then building your business from there. I figured out some time ago that the big part of a really big life is actually the big women that I work with. So helping women, and I work particularly with Gen X women because those are my gals who are in business, and deconstructing all the training we get about being small and quiet and cynical and being the cool girl versus really being, and I hate to use the word now because it's so overused in our industry, authentic, like really being ourselves boldly. And the topic that I'm going to be working, sorry, the phone calls. The topic for the summit is who's in the driver's seat. Because one of the things I've really noticed about women is that we are taught to stay up here and cut everything down here off. And so one of the major things I help women do is how to connect with your inner council of wisdom, how to get your head, your heart, your gut, your pelvic floor, as one would say, and your bones integrated so that you have this internal counsel to make decisions quickly, internally, that match who you are. So that as business women, we aren't sitting in, am I doing it right? What are people gonna think? What are, all the things that hold us up. And so for the summit, we're gonna just do a quickie of head, heart, and gut, how to get that internal compass working and connected so that we can move forward.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. And so we're going to have Olivia kick us off with that so that we are starting in a place of alignment, right? That we can be open and stay curious and all of the things, so that I want everybody to kind of come in with, all right, this is our intention for the day, and this is how we're going to make decisions today. So I'm super excited to have you as part of that. Okay, Miss Valerie, I'm going to let you go first so that in case you get your phone call, you are not going to miss that.
Miss it. Thank you. Yeah, you never know with the military. Thank you. My son's in boot camp to be a Marine. So sorry, everybody, if I have to take that call, but it'll only be like a 3-second call anyways. But I'm Valerie Harris. Thank you, Elaine. We've been friends for quite a few years. I live in the gorgeous, beautiful state of Washington. I'm in the Pacific Northwest. I love it. And I want your snow. please send some more. I'm dying for snow. I don't know about the rest of everybody in Washington, but I love snow. So I am hoping that we get a little bit of snow.
We have some
because
snow
this winter is-
predictions, but we don't know for sure.
Yes, we do. We're one of the hardest places to predict weather. It's Pacific Northwest because of the terrain. So
Yeah.
it's up in the air here. But anyways, I'm certified social media marketing and email marketing strategist. So I help business owners, entrepreneurs, coaches, consultants use social media in an effective but time managing way. Because who wants to spend all their time on social media? I don't, and I don't. So I kind of show them how to be effective to get that engagement and leads and move them over to email where you can really cultivate that relationship and get to know your clients better. And then that's where you do all your sales and things like that. So I help them go from social media to email, but I do it with only 3 specific types of posts. So that's what I'm going to be talking about, those 3 posts. It's part of my proprietary AIM strategy system: attract, inform, and motivate. And those are the 3 posts: attraction, informative, and motivating posts to get your client to work with you, join you, sign up, or whatever it is you want them to do with you. That's what I help to. So that's what I'm going to talk about. That's me.
All right.
Nice to meet everybody. Looking forward to it. I'm so excited to learn from all of you.
Before I forget, I want to give you guys an invitation if you would like to put social media links or anything like that in the chat, calendar links, whatever. Feel free to connect with each other, right? Because that's where magical things happen. So I want to make sure that you guys have that invitation. Rye, yes, absolutely. Why don't you go next since you got to get going here soon?
Thank you so much. Thank
Of
you.
course.
Hello from the UK over here. I'm totally with Valerie. I love snow. I love winter. Please send us some snow this way. It's great when it kind of makes the UK stand still a little bit. Everything slows down because we can't cope with snow here at all. So it's really nice. I love it. So I'm Ray. Launch strategist and planner, and I work with coaches and mentors, supporting them with getting their sort of one-to-many offers out there into the world and getting the visibility and the enrollment numbers up that they so desire and so need. So that's in a nutshell. My session is about kind of launching when you don't have large numbers of audience. A lot of people focus on the size of audience rather than the kind of the true connection with your audience and the engagement levels, and making sure that you resonate and you know who you're talking to, and then hence create the content that they can resonate with. So I very much focus on really knowing who your ideal clients are and setting up the funnel that kind of feeds into your course eventually, and so on. So yeah, that's me.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for being here. Miss
Thank you for having
Tamira.
me.
Yes, Miss Tamira Hamilton, I'm going to have you go next.
No problem. I am Tamira Hamilton. I too am from Wisconsin. I barely ever know what's really happening outside until I open the blinds, and I opened them about an hour ago. And we do have snow. I don't think I have 10 inches though. Never thought I'd be saying that either. But we do have some snow out there, and I am a 30+ year sales, marketing, and leadership vet. And about 10 years ago, pretty much 10 years ago, I got sick of the corporate hustle. So what I focus on is bringing that sales, marketing, and leadership to women who are where I was 10 years ago. They're sick and tired of being sick and tired, and they want to monetize. And one of the great ways I help them do that is with not their offer. That's not my wheelhouse, but it is in getting more web traffic and getting more people on their email list, and specifically using platforms like Pinterest, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok to get that web traffic and be able to monetize. Did I miss anything?
Nope.
Okay, well, nice and succinct today. I like it.
Thank you. Miss Page, you're next to my Brady Bunch screen.
Hello, hello, and bonjour. I am Paige Engel. I'm also in Wisconsin. And my husband is actually out with the plow guy right now, kind of negotiating, clearing up the snow. I am a bilingual visibility partner, marketing communications professional that helps people build their brands, their personal brands. So that is one of the things I'm going to be sharing with the audience during the summit is how do you actually build a personal brand and like convert that into actual paying customers. So there we go.
Fantastic. Miss Heidi.
Hi, everyone. I'm coming to you from Portugal. I'm actually from the States, but yeah, so we're starting to just ease into spring. So I'm not envying any of you guys that are getting snow, I must say. Flowers are starting to bloom here, and I'm looking forward to it. I am a social media marketing strategist, and I specialize in social selling on LinkedIn and Facebook. I help established entrepreneurs who have already been in business at least 3 to 4 years get marketing strategies together that resonate with them so that they can build relationships using social selling. During the summit, I'm going to be focusing on the networking side of things, which is one of the ways we use to get visible and connect and build those relationships. I'm going to be dropping a bunch of tips in my strategy for how to use networking to meet really cool people, build those relationships, and not waste your time on coffee chats that don't lead to anywhere but someone else trying to pitch you. So I'm going to be dropping a bunch of tips on that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Fantastic. Shannon.
Hello, hello. So I'm in northern Indiana. We are expecting all of that snow that y'all are talking about, but hoping it goes north and stays north. So my business is Fit for Profit, and we are profit coaches. So we work with small business owners to manage their cash so that they actually get to keep some of it and pay themselves really, and experience the financial gains that you would go into business to attain, that obviously or sometimes don't happen because we don't have any tools or systems around our money. So that's what I'll be talking about on the summit too.
Fantastic. Miss Jess is here.
Hi, friends. I'm coming to you from colorful, snowy Colorado, and I am a TEDx speaker coach. So I work with people to go from big idea to stage and then leverage that big idea as their competitive advantage in their business. And I'm going to be speaking about why your big idea is part of that competitive advantage, why you should be using it as a critical differentiator in your business, and then how to go about finding what your big idea is. I'm excited to be here with you guys.
Love it. All right, my fellow Friends fan, Madhurima from India.
Hello, everyone. I am Madhurima, a global stress management facilitator who loves to support multi-passionate, ambitious dreamers manage their stress and prevent burnout so that they can do everything that they want to do without their own selves holding them back. I'm on a mission to make stress management fun. And one of the ways that I do that is by using clips of friends and talking about signs of stress, how you can relieve stress. And it's all kind of fun and crazy, which you can check out on my social media. What I'm going to be talking about in this summit is something that I definitely needed when I started out on my coaching journey, which is how to prevent burnout and manage stress as a coach when you're getting into the space. And the reason why I want to talk about this is because I think as coaches, a lot of us are very well in tuned with the service mindset of I want to serve, I want to serve, I want to serve. And it gets to a point where we stop putting ourselves first and in the priority position, and we start to look at everyone else before us, which often leads to, well, understandably, stress and burnout. So I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about how you can manage it, and I'm super excited.
Fantastic. Larissa.
Hi, everybody. My name is Larissa Popov. I'm an intuitive business coach, and I live in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And our snow is turning into rain, unfortunately. I love the snow. We haven't had much yet, but I love it. It's beautiful. What I do is I help coaches, healers, and service-based business owners to stand out and make great money with irresistible offers that change the world. And what I'm going to be talking about at the summit is identifying our core business values. And this really resonates with the work that I do, because values at the deepest level are a gateway of transcending our ego and tapping into something bigger than us. And so to me, like, it's the ultimate antidote to, you know, resistance and our inability to be committed and consistent and motivated and resilient and all those things that we need to be successful business owners. So I'm really looking forward to helping people get out of their heads and into their bodies so that they can tune into that.
Fantastic. Downtown Mary Brown's here.
Hey, I'm happy to be here. My name is Mary Brown, and I'm known as the boundaries coach. So I coach all things boundaries. I coach people to have boundaries in their businesses. I coach boundaries in their professional relationships and in their personal relationships. And what I'm going to be talking about is kind of this elusive need or desire to find work-life balance, and why work-life balance is actually BS. And what that we really need is boundaries for our work and our lives, because what I see is that many good coaches leave a 9-to-5 job because they're looking for, you know, more flexibility and more time off and freedom around what they do and what they don't do, and getting away from maybe kind of a jerk boss. And then they work 24/7 on a bunch of crap they didn't want to do and become their own jerk boss. And so I will be teaching people how to kind of create a contract with yourself and really get clear around your boundaries so that you can be not only successful, but also sustainable.
Fantastic. Thank you. Miss Ann Bennett is here.
Hey. Hi, everybody. It's sunny here and about 70, at least, maybe 75. I live in California. I freaking love it here. I lived in New York City for 25 years, worked in all the major magazines, and mostly worked for Vogue and working on branding and messaging. What I do with my clients is really, I work with women entrepreneurs to help them to own, honor, and unleash their true gifts of who they actually are and why they do what it is they do and why they're the only one for people to work with. So I'm going to be talking about how do you go about doing that? What are the key things? I've created brand archetypes. You're either nurturer, disruptor, innovator, or a geek. And that's how we train people to understand what makes them fascinating to other people and how to message it and market it. That's what I'll be talking about. It's really great to be in this huge group. Let's connect on Facebook and hang out and get to know each other better. I'd love to get to know each and every one of you. We're all like overlapping and doing this big work in the world. So let's just support each other. It's awesome. Thank you, Elaine, for putting this all together.
Absolutely. I know I always bring amazing people together. I do. Miss Audrey.
Trying to find my mouse so I can unmute. It's one of those days. Good morning, everyone. Audrey Kirschner, and I am with Jess in Colorado. So yeah, our sunny snow days is what we have today. No snow on the ground. So part of my business, we provide AI operational services for businesses. So things like customer sentiment analysis using AI, market trends and research analysis, AI assistance of all shapes and kinds. I try to stay away from the term chatbots because they're so much bigger than that now. Systems implementation for AI systems, sales operations, and business processing automations that include AI. So what I'm going to be talking about for the summit, specifically for coaches, I put together this strategy and process for them so that they can use AI to get deeper insights from client sessions, right? You have a session with a client, you think about it, you do, and then you come up with new outcomes and plans for them, and the AI is going to help them develop that. And I have a strategy and process for that I'm going to share, where they can take it and use it out of the box.
Fantastic. I just want to say before we go on to the next person, I know a couple of you have to leave it at the 30-minute mark. I would love to do a group photo right now before you have to leave. Okay. So if you want to come off of camera or back on camera, that's totally okay. But otherwise, we're going to do a countdown here. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Thank you. Okay. Coach Rocky is here.
Hey, what's up, everyone? I am Janelle Rocket, but of course you can call me Coach Rocky. I'm an organic marketing strategist, certified prompt engineer, an AI coach. And so I basically teach my clients how to show up on social confidently, be able to convert on social media, all while using different AI tools. And I will tell you, I went and got this certified prompt engineer certification and did not realize that I would be learning how to program robots. What? Yes. So I have a weird talent that I have no idea how to use. However, I am starting a content and AI agency later this year because it just makes sense. Right. And so my talk is really showcasing how to use different AI tools into your business. One thing that I make sure I teach my clients is how to use AI purposefully, not just using a prompt and trying to get some content. It's more so of like integrating it into your business. So really showcasing like sales, marketing, branding, those type of things. And so you guys can connect with me on Facebook. I kind of live over there. That's where I live and exist. I have my own little situation over there, but I'm also on LinkedIn, YouTube as well. So I'm excited to be in the summit, and I look forward to connecting with you guys.
Fantastic. We have another AI girl in the house, Ms. Kelly Tenney. I was really excited to bring some AI perspectives into
Yes, I'm excited to have all these amazing female AI experts in the house. Hello, everyone. My name's Kelly Tenney. I am also in sunny Southern California, along with Anne, and I'm excited to be here. I'm going to be sharing all things about AI-ifying your business. I like to disrupt and bust all the myths. So I focus on AI innovation and education. And I talk a lot about how to make sure that your AI workflows are in alignment with your business goals and with your authenticity of your brand. So I'm excited to be part of the panel, and Elaine and I had a great conversation yesterday about why AI won't work for most people's business. So hopefully that will come up and we'll be able to talk about the different angles, and I'm definitely in good company. So I'm happy to be here.
Yay. Miss Cammie Lehman's in the house.
Hello, great day, everyone, wherever you are. I'm Cammie Lehman. I live just outside of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And hey, Anne, I know it's so good to see some friends again and meet so many new people. So thank you, Elaine. I know I've told you this 1,000 times, but I love to be a part of your events. It's such an honor to come together with amazing people. And what I do, I have a podcast called She's Invincible and a TV show. And I also have a podcast school where I teach entrepreneurs how to launch top podcasts and use them to attract their ideal client. So that's what I'm going to be talking about at this event. And we're going to talk about both sides of the microphone. So we're going to talk about those podcast hosts that want to have a show and how they're going to do that. But we're also going to talk a lot about, a lot in 5 minutes, right? About the guests. Like if you don't want to be the host, but you want to be a guest and utilize podcasting and the power of it, it is the #1 preferred way of marketing right now for entrepreneurs in 2023 and 2024. So that's what we're going to talk about, messaging and just going in and magnetically plucking your ideal clients out of a crowd. So I'm excited. I can't wait to do this with you guys.
I know, I'm super excited too. All right, McKenna is here, one of the dynamic duo that we have. They're repeat offenders. They come and hang out with me. all the time.
We are definitely repeat offenders. We were in last summit as well and absolutely loved connecting and doing a lot of collaborations actually with the other panelists at the last summit. So I've actually sent some people friend requests already. So like, go check your inbox because we'd love to collab. So my name is McKenna. My business partner is working her day job today, but her name is Carissa. And we are kind of the sun and the moon, the peanut butter and the jelly, whatever your favorite analogy is. The best description of us that we ever got was said as a joke, but actually was really true. And that is that if Carissa and I were dropped into the middle of a random field in a remote location, Carissa would be the one frolicking through the fields, taking pictures of the flowers and like dancing in the meadow. Meanwhile, McKenna would be the one triangulating our location, locating water, and plotting a point to the nearest civilization. So between the two of us, we work in brand positioning strategy, really helping online coaches, course creators, and high-ticket affiliates with how to create a brand that's more than just the business or the offer that they sell, that revolves around who you are and your values and how you are not just the coach or the leader that stands out on social media in your industry, but really operating from this place of knowing what the fuck you do and who you serve. P.S. We're not PG. If anyone listened to our podcast episode, you probably figured that out already. So our focus for the training and the summit is really focusing in how to position yourself on social media, especially cultivating community in Facebook groups specifically, and how you can create really transformational content and create connection with your audience more than just transactional content, selling, barfing your offers on people. Like, how do we position ourselves as the kind of coach who is hired, not just inspiring?
Love that. Miss, the LinkedIn lady is here, you guys. Watch out. The LinkedIn lady is here. Sue Gresham is here.
Hi, everybody. I am Sue Gresham, a LinkedIn lady. And I too am from Wisconsin. Hello. And some places are plowed, some are not. So if you're out, just be really careful. So I'm going to be speaking about, well, obviously LinkedIn, right? And I am a social media strategist. Actually, that's my certification, but I've niched down to LinkedIn. I've been doing LinkedIn solely or primarily for, I don't know, maybe eight or 9 years now. And what my topic and what we're going to cover, it's about using LinkedIn to build your authority in a very authentic way, and to really be honing in on who you're trying to speak to, but then to how to use your own voice to really show that you are the expert that you are. And so I'm really looking forward to all of these brilliant people. It's so great. I have to tell you, I'm so excited to see some of your faces. I'm like inside. So that's what I'm going to talk about. I'm on the social media panel and it's going to be a blast.
Yay. So excited. We cannot have a summit without talking about legal shit. Miss Sherry Andrews is here, you guys.
Yes, I'm here for all the legal shit. So hi, I'm Sherry Andrews. I am a small business and trademark attorney. Basically, what I do is help small business owners make sure that they are legally protected, that they have the assets in place so that they can move forward in their business with confidence and not spend any time worrying about whether they're going to get sued. And I am in Pennsylvania in a small suburb halfway between Philadelphia and Allentown, where thankfully all the snow has melted. And I don't care if I don't see any more the rest of the year. So on the summit, I will be talking about why you want an LLC and the top 5 things to include in your contract for your coaching services. And it's not nearly as sexy as all the things that you guys are talking about, but it's important stuff. And I have to say, I am just blown away with all the things that are going to be discussed in 5 minutes. This is a huge agenda, a lot of information. This is going to be great for all the people that are attending.
Yes, girl, you know it. You know it. I don't do anything half-assed, y'all, just so you guys know, okay? There's no half-assing here. Grace Fortune is here. We have 2 Graces, you guys. This is very fun.
Hey everyone, it's so nice to meet you all. I'm Grace Fortune. I am actually located right outside of Niagara Falls, Ontario, on the Canadian side. So I'm not too far from, I believe, who was it? Somebody was from Toronto, but anyway, right across the lake from them. Hey Larissa. So yeah, we don't have any snow down here, but we do have a lot of like rain and snow. So I live in a city where it doesn't know what it wants to do at any given time. So it keeps threatening snow and then raining. But anyway, so I'm a launch strategist and copywriter. I help creative business owners like coaches, other copywriters, etc. Just launch, like get out of the one-to-one client workspace and launch offers that are actually scalable. I have a framework that I use called the Unfuck Your Launch framework, so that's a lot of fun to work with. And I'm going to be talking about just a very simple way to do the market research and everything before you actually start launching. So really my ideal client are the people who are just starting to get into the launching space.
I need to send you my book.
Yes, please. I would welcome that.
My book is called Getting Unfucked.
Yes. Oh my God, I love it.
Yeah. Well, it has other but I'm an unfucked kind of girl. Yes, I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Haley is here.
Hello, so excited to be here. And there's so many people from Wisconsin. I'm also from Wisconsin, so that's fun. We haven't got as much snow, which my boys would really love if we would get more snow. So you can send some of that our way. But I am also a copywriter, conversion copywriter, and I focus on helping coaches really automate and grow their business. So part of what I'm going to be talking about in the 5 minutes is those automated email sequences that will help your business grow and scale and just help take you out of some of that busy work. And I forgot if there was something else I was supposed to share, so I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. Thank you. And Miss Grace, who's at the refrigerator. Hold on, you got to unmute, girl. She's like, oh shit, I got to.
I'm sorry, I'm having technical difficulties. I'm rushing about to go off to the airport. I'm like, oh, all the things I have to wrap up. Anyway, everybody, I'm Grace Silray. I'm the I'm talking about business tips, specifically accounting tips for coaches and business owners. So I'm really excited about everything that everybody's doing and offering, and I'm excited to share all the various things that I can bring from the accounting world to y'all's world, and all the things. So thank you so much, and I'm looking forward to getting to know more about every single one of you.
So fun fact, my brain wants to think that Grace Fortune does the accounting.
It makes sense with a name like Grace
know.
Fortune. Amazing.
I always have to go, no, she doesn't do the accounting. Grace Fortune does not do the accounting because my brain wants you to. It's so funny. Okay, I know. Can you just imagine like if your name just like went so good with what you do in your business? Like, come on. It's so funny. Yeah. But I do have a friend named Penny who does like business budgeting and stuff like that. And so hers goes perfectly with her name. I'm like, oh my God, how did that happen? So anyways, I think we've gotten through everybody. And so now what I would love to do is open up the floor for questions that you may have around the summit. I'm here to answer clarifying questions, make sure that you feel 100% sure that you know what's about to happen, okay? You are just feel free to unmute and just talk away. Like you don't have to raise your hand or anything like that. Just go ahead and answer or ask your question. I see Sue.
Okay, so explain how the flow is going to go from the panel to the masterminds.
So what so what my idea is, again, open to suggestions, is that we're going to start with a keynote speaker. The only one that doesn't have a keynote speaker is the marketing and social media, because I was like, you know what? We have so much amazing stuff there. We're just going to dive in because I know that's a lot of people come to hear about marketing and social media because they think that's what they need for their business, but they really need all the other shit too. Okay. So I didn't want to, plus I was like, do I really want to be here past 5 o'clock Pacific time? I don't. So I was like, we're not going to have a keynote. So my goal is we're going to start with a keynote, and then we're going to go into the 5-minute panels. And then after those panels have finished, then I'm going to create breakout rooms depending on how many people we have live. Okay. I may put multiple panelists in with, like, I may mix you guys up together. It's all going to be randomized. I'm not going to be having breakout rooms with topics, because this is not additional teaching. This is all about implementation. So I will be creating a worksheet for you that will kind of give you the questions that you may wish to ask in order to help guide this 20-minute call. So the goal is, in my mind, the goal is to get them from info collector to action taker. So they've just learned really amazing tips in the last 30 minutes, and helping them identify what's 1 or 2 things that you just heard that really stuck with you that you want to implement into your business. And then how are you going to do that? Right? How are they going to do that? What accountability might they need? What expert help might they need? Really, and then identifying who that person could be. That may be you. It could be you. You never know, right? So that's kind of the idea that I have around this. Is they're going to have a worksheet as well, because I want them to be able to take notes, and I want them to be able to have a place to document the things that they're going to do. How are they going to hold themselves accountable? Okay, so that's kind of the idea that I have around this. Is learning all the things is super awesome, but what are they going to actually implement into their business? Does that make sense? Does that answer the question? Okay, so random breakout rooms. Like I said, we'll probably have a couple of panelists in one breakout room with other people in it. We'll kind of see who shows up. For, some people may not be able to stay the whole time. So we'll see what happens, right? It's a you'll never know until we get there sometimes. Any other questions about the breakout rooms or the mastermind or anything like that?
I do want to ask how the panel discussion is going to go. Like, is it going to be moderated? Are we going to go according to the way all the speakers have been listed? How is it going to occur? Just so that there is continuity and I kind of see the picture.
What I want to do is I want to go through the agenda one more time, and I'll probably arrange you in some sort of order that makes sense. The previous wedding photographer in me says you can't have cake before you do the ceremony. So like in my brain, I like to think of how would I want to learn this in order? Like what makes sense? What do I need to know first before I get to the next topic? And so I will probably go and rearrange that agenda. I will send it to you in advance, so it is not going to be moderated. I'm not going to be asking you questions. You are going to get a full 5 minutes to give your talk. Okay. So make sure you do like a practice run through with yourself, time yourself, make sure you have your points ready to go, because 5 minutes comes really fast. But the thing that I've done this 5-minute thing with Polka Dot Powerhouse and the Diamond membership is that everybody was like not sure how they were going to deliver in 5 minutes, but they did. And then the people that were on watching loved it. They were like, this was amazing, because they got to hear from somebody new every 5 minutes. And so if it wasn't a topic they were interested in, they only had to sit there for 5 minutes. And then it was the next one. They were like, oh, that's really great. So being able to hear, the appetizer, and then the meat and potatoes was in your pre-recorded content. So you can also mention, by the way, I talked about this in my pre-recorded content. Like if you're a VIP, you get access to this. So if this is interesting to you, go watch my video, which again will lead them to your call to action that you put that's in the description. All they got to do is click the button and go to your link and being able to connect with you further. So talk about, this is what I talked about in my pre-recorded call. Connect with me, right? If this is something that interests them. So I'll put out the order. I will also put it in the chat as well, the Zoom chat, like as we are, so that you know when it's your turn. I'm not going to introduce you because we're going to go, right? So my plan will be to put your introduction in the chat for people so that they can, have like everything that I have on the website will go into the chat as you're speaking as well, right? So that they will see it. And I want also people to be able to utilize the chat too. So if you see questions in the chat, write them down because you may want to answer those questions if you're in a breakout room, right? So it's going to be a great opportunity for people to connect as well. So like the people that are attending, I'm going to give them an opportunity as well to share their how to contact them, how to connect with them in the chat so you can make connections, right? Like that's what it's all about. Yes. Tighten it up. Tighten it up. Yeah. So any other questions? No? Okay. So today is the $11.11 sale. Laura and I talked about this earlier this week, like Tuesday, and I was like, on it, right? And I literally went and did all the things so that we could do this one-day sale to celebrate 111. And so there is a coupon code specifically for today. It will expire at 11 p.m. Pacific time. Because it's 11, right? Okay. So I know I'm weird. You guys just got to go with it. So today is a great day to share in the Google Drive, which you guys all got the email that says Heads Up Summit Sale, has a link to the Google Drive. I created specific graphics for today for you that you can post. They're square graphics that have the sale and the coupon code on it. So today is a great day to send out an email to your list. It's a great day to post on your social media and all the places on your LinkedIn and your Facebook and your Instagram and all the things. And talk about that you get to be a panelist. Like this is to celebrate you and the people that are in your community and in your network to come and support you. They want to support you, right? So, and then the fact that you have heard some amazing panelists today is also saying, you guys, you're not going to believe the amazing panelists that we have. Like I just met them and they're amazing because all of you, I've seen it all in the chat. Oh my God, this is an amazing group of people. It is. It's with intention. I do that on purpose.
Yeah.
Like I'm very selective about who I let into my summits. So y'all passed the screening. Okay. Laura?
I think the other thing to remember about inviting the VIP members, the VIPs are interactive members.
Yes, they get to participate in the
yeah,
summit.
they get to participate. So that's a huge benefit for them, right? They get to ask us questions, but it's also a huge benefit for us, which is why we want to promote the 1111. Go into the Facebook groups that you're a part of that allow you to promote. I've already dropped that into a few of them and I see comments happening already. Oh, I just got my ticket. Oh, I just bought mine. Because then we have people in those masterminds to be able to connect with and meet further. We have people asking us questions on the panels. The chat is busy and it just ends up being a lot funner of an event for all of us.
Yes. Yes. So it'll be streamed on YouTube on my YouTube channel. I believe there's a way and that may have been a StreamYard thing. But you can share the live stream on YouTube as well, I believe. So I'm not a huge expert on YouTube, but I know that you can do some things like that on YouTube. So
are you using StreamYard again?
No, not after the last shit I went through. Let me tell you what happened. After 12 o'clock, it kicked me out every 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
I remember now. I remember.
Yeah, every 2 minutes, Elaine would disappear and then she'd come back in.
I literally set a timer on my phone so that I could make sure to ask my next question, and then I would get kicked out and have to come back in. not cool. StreamYard was very kind and refunded me my money because I was like, this is bullshit. So I did appreciate that from them, but I won't use it again because obviously something is going on past the 5-hour mark. So that was annoying as hell, and I won't do that again. Lesson learned, right? That was the only hiccup that I had, was getting kicked out every 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Yeah, so important for our host to be here and
A little
host.
tiny bit. So with this time, you know, I'm not having to be asking questions of the panelist. We're just, you guys just get to speak the whole time. So I'm here to learn just as much as I am to facilitate, right? I'm just kind of bringing, and so you guys also are welcome to participate in the summit. You get a free ticket. And you also have a free ticket, a free VIP ticket that you can give to someone, your best client or whatever. You can decide how you're going to do that. So like tomorrow, I'm hanging out with Carissa and McKenna in their group, and they're going to raffle off that free ticket to someone who is who comes and shows up. Like, you can do fun things like that. You get to decide how you want to do that, but you have a free ticket to give to somebody. Okay, so who's your raving fan, right? Bring them to the group. So any other questions? We got 7 minutes, and
where do we find that free ticket?
You should have it's in your emails.
Okay.
But if you hold on 1 second, I will tell you what it is right now. It's a funky number. It's not like a word. So it is, all right, you guys ready? It is OEV PR94.
Is that the code, the coupon code?
That is the coupon
That's the
code
coupon code.
to give
Okay.
one person, and only one person has used it so far. So you guys have an opportunity to share that with somebody, like personally, like personal invitation. And they will get access to all of the VIP. The other thing with the VIP is that they will get entry into, if you donated a gift of value, I create a worksheet, a form, I should say, not a worksheet, a form where after the summit is over, I send it out to them, thanking them for being a VIP, and that they get to choose which gifts they're interested in receiving. And I put those people into the drawing to win a gift that they actually want to receive. So they will get an opportunity to win prizes from you. Right now, our prize total is over $20,000. So thank you so much for all donating prizes worth value, because it just is one more thing that we can do to, you know, people love to win stuff. So it's a fun way to have continuous engagement. And then as well, you will also get an email with those that said, yes, you can share my email address. So when they sign up, they're marking a box that says, yes, you can share my email, or no, please don't. The ones that say yes, I will be sending you a spreadsheet that says, these people said it's okay for you to add them to your email list. Okay, so there's a lot of benefit here for you. And so I just want to thank you guys so much for coming. Thank you for signing up, participating, and showing up today. And I'm really excited to see you guys next week. Super excited to see you on Wednesday. Like I said, you are welcome to participate in the entire thing if you want to. It's going to be amazing. So thank you, everybody.